Okay, so today we are going to make some protection oil using just cinnamon and some sunflower oil. All right, so these are the things you need. One, you will need to protect yourself, okay? So I am burning camphor. I have a camphor block here, which I am putting onto my light. I'm keeping it lit. And I'm burning camphor because camphor drives away evil spirits. That's the spiritual use of camphor. It's good for protection. Also, camphor is used in our Vicks. So if you look at the Vicks ingredients, you'll see that camphor is one of the main ingredients, and it helps with, it has antibacterial and antifungal benefits. So it's not even just for spiritual purposes, but also it helps to cleanse the air, literally. So just look into camphor, get some that is a good grade, and you cannot go wrong. All right. So do your research, and look it up for yourself. Of course, I also have a Himalayan, you can't see it, but it's off, but I do have my Himalayan salt, which is also used for protection. And I always want to protect myself before doing any kind of spell. All right, so let's get into it. Cinnamon, of course, has many, just like camphor, antibacterial properties. It also tastes excellent. It tastes really good. But also one of the spiritual uses of many, it can be used for protection. Cinnamon can be used for love. It has a lot of amazing properties, and it can be used in multiple ways spiritually as well. So I have this bottle here, and this is an old whiskey bottle, and I just cleaned it out. A lot of people are like, why do you keep your old bottles? So I can use them for my spiritual purposes, and I love reusing these bottles. I like to drink a little bit of whiskey, but I don't drink often, or a lot, so I always get the small little bottles here. So that's where I got this from. But of course, you can purchase glass bottles on Amazon and for like really cheap, maybe like $2 or so, or you can get multiple in a pack. But anyway, this bottle has been cleansed. It has been blessed and prayed over. Also, like I said, I'm burning my camphor, and I have on my Himalayan salt lamp for protection as I do this spell. And I just placed my cinnamon in here, and as you can see, it's nice and clear in the bottle. And I'm not using the powder, I'm using the cinnamon sticks. They are just more potent when they're in their more natural form, is what I noticed, than when it's in a powder form. Sometimes the powder form, when it's in a powder, when you buy it at the store, you don't know how long it's been up there. Check your dates if it's listed, but a lot of times those powders are there for a long time. They can last a long time, of course, but even, they say to take out your regular spices out every few months to a year or so. And a lot of people don't do that. And so their spices aren't as pungent or as potent. So this cinnamon stick, fresh, it'll give you a good scent to it. And then I'm adding my sunflower oil. And I'm using sunflower oil because it is a non-comedogenic, oil. So meaning it's absorbent to the skin, and it will not clog your pores. So find an oil that will not clog your pores, and an oil that you are not allergic to. Also, if you are allergic to cinnamon, of course, don't use cinnamon. There are other ways to protect yourself and without using cinnamon. So I'm just adding it in here. Ooh, so there we go. And of course, I'm sealing my bottle. And there you have it. I have my cinnamon oil. I am going to leave this in my cupboard. Yeah, you can use it now, but of course the scent from the cinnamon properties are not going to be blended in with the oil as soon as you, of course, do it, like right now. This is something that you have to sit in your, like a dark corner, cool space, a cupboard or a cabinet for about 4 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. You'll notice even maybe after 2 weeks that you'll start to have the smell, and then you can put it, the oil, you can use a little bit and you can rub it on your hands like so. And that's just for protection. You can just, and it will smell so good. Okay, I'm telling you, it'll smell delicious. So this is a good protection oil. You can use these on your candles when you're dressing your candles. Let's say any kind of spell you're doing, actually, you can, and you're using candles, you can use it to rub on the candle. You can use it to rub on your parchment paper or whatever paper you're doing for spell work. But this is just a good oil to use, or with any spell or any, even a reading that you're doing, you want to maybe anoint your cards or your bones or anything like that, or you can anoint or feed your mojo bags. You can use this protection oil as an option. All right. So thank you for watching. Have a good night.